Hello and welcome
Alright.
to LT6 Sports Productions, and this is the post wildcard weekend video. The Steelers and Texans are playing right now. It's halftime. I think it's a 1-point game. So winner goes to New England, but we pretty much have all the matchups. So we're gonna talk about them, recap some wildcard games. Every single wildcard game was amazing. The Patriots Chargers, I guess, was the worst one. A little boring, 16-3, but dude, overall, it's been nuts. It's been absolutely crazy. We will start. We did our last video on the Packers Bears game, and I'm just gonna throw out some stats before. Bears scored 25 points in the fourth quarter, and also the Bears were 2 of 6 on fourth down. The Packers were 3 of 3. The Bears were 2 of 5 in the red zone. Packers were 3 for 3. The Bears had 2 turnovers. Packers had none. And the Packers lost the game. If you were to read me those stats, I'd be like, Packers won by like 10 at least. But no. Once again, they probably should have. The offense looked great in the first half, kind of stalled out in the third quarter, got going again in the fourth, but Caleb Williams overall had a bad game, but he had he had some great moments. He had that crazy throw rolling to his left on 4th and 8 that if he didn't get that, that was 100% game over. But he got it, so good for him. So, Jimmy, I'll just throw it to you because I don't want to stop. I don't even want to keep talking about this fucking dog shit game. So, go ahead.
It was a crazy game, that's for sure. I think that this was kind of the epitome of the Bears season and Packers season, to be honest with you. Starting with the Packers, I mean, just high expectations overall and glimpses of what we thought to probably be possibly a Super Bowl team.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking before the game, I'm like, dude, I mean, this team, I know they don't have Micah, but this is basically the Packers team of last year, which we can all agree was a pretty damn good team.
Yeah.
So heading into the game, I thought it was pretty evenly matched. They got out to the hot start. The Bears looked terrible. Caleb was off. Ben's play calling was not good. The defense was terrible. And
The Packers also did a great job of stopping the run, which was in the last video, which was my key to winning the game. Stop the run, make Caleb throw the ball. And for the majority of the game, we stopped the run, and Caleb was 24 or 48. So that's fantastic. But just not enough. They pulled out the voodoo. And they got it done.
yeah, no, I mean, they did do a good job of stopping the run. I mean, defensively, the Packers were really good, I'd say, up until the fourth quarter. And, I always give this analogy to my friends is that Ben Johnson play calls like a boxer. He sets you up, and just over time, he starts hitting you with the haymakers. That fake screen to DJ Moore at the end of the game.
The clock. Williams throwing, and it's caught for the touchdown.
We ran 2 screens before, so you see the Packers guys flying down, and someone's calling from the booth saying, "Hey, run this fake screen, whatever they got," and it worked. I mean, Ben Johnson cooked up in the second half, and Dennis Allen found a way to make Jordan Love uncomfortable, and Caleb played his ass off in the second half and found a way to make plays, and the Bears they came out on top. It's a crazy game. I'm still at a loss of words, but it was awesome.
Yeah, same. Jordan Love, I think we can put the Jordan Love slander and Malik Willis is better. I love Malik Willis. He's my guy, but we can put that to rest. Jordan Love played, basically like the best quarterback in the league last night. 323 yards, 4 touchdowns. 100 passer rating, and his quarterback grade was an 80 at a 0 to 100, 50 being average. He was an 80. That was second best the wild card weekend. Josh Allen had 87. We'll talk about that, but Jordan Love did his thing. Nope, Packers didn't turn the ball over at all, like I mentioned. And Jordan Love, there was some kind of poor-ish clock management at the end, but Jordan Love, he basically threw a game winner to Christian Watson, and he just got his one hand on it, but just couldn't corral it in, and it was a good throw because the Bears knew the Packers had to go deep, and we found a window and hit it. Just, it didn't work out, and then we had a 10-second runoff, and we couldn't get close enough. But, I think the offense pretty much looked great. We had 320-ish yards of offense, no turnovers again. We had a slow third quarter. But that shouldn't matter. The Bears had 3 shit quarters, and we had 1, and we still lost the game. So it's just, it's annoying. Micah Parsons, if we had him, Caleb's not running around nearly as much, or he's not getting some of those throws off because Micah's got that speed to him. But, it is what it is. Bears played a great game, and they are moving on to the Rams.
One last question before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you put most of the blame on for that on the Packers side?
Brandon McManus, bro.
Besides McManus.
We need to, well, first of all, I like to say we need to ban number 17 from being a kicker.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
Missed an extra point and 2 field goals. 0 for 2 on field goals. If he made the field goal beforehand or the extra point, we go down to, at worst, tie the game with another, because we're in field goal range, and he missed a 50-yarder, then he missed a 40-yarder and an extra point. So make one of those kicks, it's maybe a different ball game. But I don't know. It's tough to say because obviously you give up 25 in the fourth quarter. You got to go to the defense for that. But we know what the Bears are going to do. I'm surprised we were able to contain the Bears for the first 3 quarters like we did. I know you got to bring it home, but we're playing without our leader and Micah and Devontae Wyatt. So it's kind of tough. I'm going to put the blame on Matt LaFleur. That's what I would do. You're the head coach, and the offensive play caller. I honestly had to look up who the Packers' offensive play caller was, Adam Stenovich, because I literally haven't even heard the dude's name. So I don't know what the hell he does. Not helping him. Not helping, though. So I don't know. I'm going to put it on Matt. He's the leader. He knew going into this game. This game's on him. He knew he's kind of coaching for his job, although it looks like we're going to bring him back this year, or potentially trade him. There's a lot of that. That'd be unique. A coach getting traded. I'm seeing a lot of that potentially, but you're up that big and you lose a game, especially Matt LaFleur. He's been on the losing end of that Super Bowl, 28-3. I believe he was there for that. He was the OC, so. You got to close it out, and you just can't close it out. And that's been the theme all season. We've choked some games that we shouldn't have to teams we shouldn't have, and you just can't have that, and that falls on the coach, especially because he has a 76-40 record in the regular season, and he has a 3-6 playoff record. So, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I'm putting it on LaFleur.
Agreed.
Moving on to some other games, the Rams, they started the game by dominating the Panthers. Then the Panthers kind of clawed their way back and made it respectable at halftime. Then the Panthers kind of balled out the second half. They took the lead at some points. And then Matthew Stafford showed why he's the MVP. I was saying that before Week 18 when everyone was saying, no, it's Drake May. Now Stafford's the betting favorite again. So I've been on that. I've been on the Matthew Stafford bandwagon. And he had a great throw to the backup tight end. Backup or third string. That was
Colby
an amazing
Parkinson.
catch. Amazing catch, amazing throw. Perfect. Yeah. They win the game. I know Bears fans are telling me when I said the Rams are probably going to, chew up the Bears because the Packers offense is pretty good, but the Rams offense is a whole other animal.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I thought I was a little underwhelmed by the Rams defense.
Mm-hmm.
For Bryce Young let me just pull this up real quick. For Bryce Young to go out and throw for 260 yards.
Yeah.
For Jalen Coker to put up 135 on your head, I feel like that's kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I thought the Rams their offense obviously looked dominant, but it is also the Panthers. They have a losing record, so we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, Puka dominated, Stafford dominated, but I think the Panthers at least made it fun. There was 10.5 point spread, and
Yeah.
it was a fun game.
Yeah, at some point in the game in the fourth quarter, the Panthers were minus 150, so that's really good.
Yeah,
I like to say I was watching it, the Packers-Bears game with some buddies at my apartment down here, and they asked what the money line was at going into the fourth quarter, and the Packers were minus 900, and then they lost. So that's just,
See, okay, I'm going to shout out one of my friends here. I'm going to shout out Brad. He put, I'm not going to say the amount of money, but he put a hefty amount of money on the Bears when they were like plus 1,100. And everyone was like just surprised. And lo and behold, he's got all the money now and we don't, so.
good for Brad. Brad, good shit.
Brad.
Also, fuck you, Brad. I'm sorry. But good for you. Good for you, Brad. And then we got the Bills and the Jags. That was a great game. Trevor Lawrence, I've been saying it since the beginning of this season. Trevor Lawrence is pretty mid. He's overrated. He had a decent game, threw 2 picks. I don't like the pick at the end. He had like 50 seconds. First player trying to fit it in tight over the middle. Then it was tipped and picked. But overall, a good game. Josh Allen got injured like on the same drive 3 different times. Like
he got it. Yeah.
he hurt his hand when he was throwing it. He like clobbered some fingers on a helmet. Then he like twisted his ankle. Then something was his knee. And he's still going out there putting on the Superman cape. That was crazy. They had on 4th and inches. They got 10 yards out of tush push and nearly scored, and then scored the next play. But yeah. I predicted the Bills 49ers Super Bowl, and both them won, and both them were not favorites, or Bills were like half a point favorites, but the 49ers, they were 5.5 point underdogs, and they won too. We'll get to that soon. But yeah, what did you see out of the Bills game?
Yeah, this was a really fun game. I was impressed by Jacksonville. I thought, I knew it was going to come down to like one of the last drives because the spread was obviously tight. It was a tight game, and
Yeah.
I think the Jaguars are going to be good for a while. But I think at this point, I said on the last show, if the Bills beat the Jags, they'll probably go to the Super Bowl. So I think, I think this is Josh Allen's year. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I predicted it. I put wish it was a little more, but I put a couple bucks on the Bills AFC champions. So
yeah, they're probably favored. I mean, probably favored at this point.
They are favored against the Broncos by 1.5.
Yeah. So I think if you win that game, that's kind of your ticket to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Depending on what happens. So.
Yeah. Then we had the 49ers Eagles. I did tell you I expected the 49ers to win. You were kind of bullish on the Eagles a little bit. I said I think the 49ers got it. I don't know. I don't like them maybe to go to the Super Bowl now that they lost George Kittle. So I think I should be able to change that pick. But they did what I said they were going to do. And Jalen Hurts, proved why he's a mid quarterback. He doesn't like running the ball anymore, and that's what made him special. So I don't understand. He's trying to be something he's not, which is a pocket passer. Every time he gets out of the pocket and he could run for 3-4 yards, he just holds up and tries throwing it and then throws it away. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Not like I saw a stat earlier. Last year they had 96 designed quarterback runs. This year they had 46, so about half that. And they had a decent regular season, but put up 19 points against. I told you. I said I know Robert Saleh is an elite coordinator, but their defense is decimated. Their whole team's decimated. And you score 19 points at home.
Yeah, I think that I could have called a better game as an offense coordinator from the Eagles on Madden than Kevin Patullo for the Eagles. It's been bad all year. It's been so bad, and this whole thing with the Eagles just it has to stop. You got to blow it up. You got to get AJ out. You got to get Patullo out. I don't even think Hurts is that good. I like Hurts. I think he's being held back by the offensive coordinator because we've seen him be a really good quarterback in the right system. But, he's not an elite quarterback by any means. I don't even know if he's not. I don't even know if he's top 10. But with those weapons, just watching the game, Barkley, Goddard, Smith, AJ Brown, just were physically dominating. And they were dominating in the game, and they still couldn't win because the play calling and the play designing is just so awfully bad. And I will actually let you change your Super Bowl pick now that George Kittle
Yeah,
got
he's
hurt.
I'm gonna think about that as we go on the show, and I'll give you a pick at the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, 49ers did what they were supposed to do. I'm glad, good for them. I hate the Niners, but everyone hates the Eagles, so it's kind of a pick your poison there. Then we had the Patriots Chargers. Not much to talk about there. Justin Herbert's 0-3 in the playoffs. I saw a stat. He got pressured 30 times yesterday. That's crazy. I know they had 5 sacks, but Drake May was also sacked 5 times. So they did their part, and Drake May was fumbling the ball like crazy. And there were throws like he'd evade a guy and step up a little bit. Like the guy didn't go flying past him. He kind of just nudged him to the side, and then he loaded up to throw like the dude was 10 yards behind. Like, dude, he just kind of eked by you. He's right behind you. Why are you trying to throw it? Then he tries to throw it, and it gets tipped out. I'm like, dude, did you not feel that as a quarterback that he's right behind you? Because you just got by him. It wasn't a flying off the edge. Like, Drake May, it was his first playoff game. We'll give him a little leeway. Patriots defense looked good. I don't think they're that elite, though, how they looked yesterday. And when I think the Bills will be playing, most likely the Patriots in the championship game, and the Bills are going to run all over them.
Yeah, I don't even know if the Patriots make it that far. Honestly, I was not impressed by them at whatsoever. I mean, the Chargers have a good defense, and I'll give them that. But
yeah,
I don't know. They don't have the weapons.
I know.
And once you kind of, if you can just like, as a DC, if you can just kind of scheme something up, like. I don't know. I just don't think. I mean, I think Steelers or Patriots could beat them, or Steelers or Texans could beat them. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either. I wouldn't be like if the Steelers won tonight. You could be looking at a AFC Championship game in Pittsburgh. Like, and I know that would be crazy. That's crazy to say, but it's.
Let's take a look at how that game is going. C.J. Stroud is looking like a bum right now.
Yeah, he is. He's throwing to Christian Kirk as if he's in his prime 2023 days with Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's still 6-7, the score right there. Texans are up, but they had one good drive, like an 92-yard drive, which is crazy, but they haven't done anything since. CJ Stroud, I'm not normally a big-time playoff performer, but not right now. And those are the matchups. Now we have the Bills at the Broncos. Bills open up as a 1.5 favorite. Just like the Jaguars, Bills are on the road and they're basically a point favorite. I like the Bills in this. I don't think there's much to it. Everyone's saying, Broncos got the 1 seed, their defense is elite. That's true, but like, dude, Sean Payton got 1 Super Bowl out of Drew Brees for like 15 years, and they were elite for how long? And then they only got 1. So and you're telling me in his second year with Bo Nix, he's gonna get a Super Bowl? No, I don't see that happening. I think Superman takes him down. I think it'll be low 20s, mid 20s type of game, and I think Buffalo comes out on top, maybe in the final drive or so, like they did against Jacksonville. But I expect the Bills to come out on top.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%. I think the Broncos, I mean, they're very, very similar structurally wise to the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if the Bills can go on the road and beat the Jaguars, I think they can go on the road and beat the Broncos, and they'll get some help. They'll get some help on the defense. I think they had a couple starters out, but I don't know. The Jaguars might even be better than the Broncos. I don't really know, but I don't see Buffalo having a problem. I think it will be close, but
yeah.
I don't know how you can bet against Josh Allen at this point.
No, I know. Like getting out, everyone was saying, got to get out of the wild card round. I predicted him to, and he did there. So now it's your show, dude. You did the hard part. Like I feel like this is a slightly easier game even than the Jacksonville game.
100%.
Then next we have the 49ers at the Seahawks. Seahawks are a 7-point favorite. I expect it to be that type of game. I think it'll be like they could cover as a 7.5 point favorite because correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think George Kittle played. Did he play in the one versus the Seahawks a couple weeks ago, Week 18?
He did play.
Okay, that was his first game back then. But yeah, I expect this to be a close-ish game, but I think 7's probably a good line, and I see the Seahawks taking that one. I would have gone 49ers if they had Kittle, because at 5.5-point underdogs against the Eagles, they whooped them 1 by 4. 7-point. If George Kittle was playing, it probably would have been like maybe 4 or 5 points, but you lose your second best offensive weapon like that and your lead blocker. So yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks in that one pretty handedly. What about you?
Does will we get any info if Fred Warner will come back or no?
It doesn't look like Fred Warner's coming back this week.
Okay, so I would go with the Seahawks. I think it'll be close. I wouldn't be shocked if Robert Saleh can draw something up and make Sam Darnold flustered. I mean, we saw it last year.
Yeah.
Vikings got into the playoffs
they sacked
and were
him like
bounced
8
in the first round.
They sacked Sam Darnold like 8-9 times that game.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know about the Seahawks. I would say if I'm betting, I'm gonna take them, but I would not be shocked at all if San Francisco wins because the coaches are, I think, far better than what the Seahawks have. I think the Seahawks have good coaching, but
yeah,
the tandem of Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan might be the best in the league. I mean, that's the fact that they squeaked out that win against Philly, who is an elite defense, and lost George Kittle mid-game.
Yeah.
Like, that's terrible. The fact they squeezed that out without starters on defense, I mean, dude, they look good, but I do think the Seahawks will somehow pull it off.
Yeah, I do too. My Super Bowl prediction, my change, I'm flipping it to the Rams after the George Kittle injury.
Okay.
I like the Rams beating the Bears. I was talking with a buddy earlier. The Rams, Bears. The Bears did great against the Packers, fourth quarter and everything, but I don't see. I know that's how they played all season, but you can't live by that in the playoffs. Like, Packers were a 7 seed and 7 seed for a reason. A lot of our team was decimated. Jordan Love, although he looked great, hadn't played in a couple of weeks. No Tucker Kraft. No couple defensive starters. And, I don't know, Bears defense, they gave up 27. Packers kind of did what they wanted for most of the game. I think the Rams can do that to the Bears. The Rams' offense is much better than the Packers. And I like that. And the Rams' defense, they have good interior linemen, so the run game should be not shut down, but they should give them some trouble. I mean, if the Packers gave them trouble with like their backups, I would expect Kobe Turner and those guys to be decent against the run. So I'm flipping my Super Bowl prediction to the Rams-Bills, and I expect the Rams to win this game. I think it'll be somewhat close. I think it'll be like a 3-4 point game. The Lions Rams minus 3.5. So I think it'll be right around that, personally.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for me to get a prediction right away.
I know.
You want to go all Bears. I'm gonna say is that I think, we've all seen the stats of Stafford in the cold, right? I mean, does that not come into play at all? Like, I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't think it matters as much as
they haven't played a game in under 50-degree weather all year.
Yeah, but you got to think. I mean, Stafford played 15 years in Detroit, and I know they play in a dome, but he's playing the Bears and the Packers in November, December a bunch, so I don't think that's that big a deal for him. The Rams have a good rushing attack too, so I don't think that'll be crazy. I know the weather is going to be a little crazy from what I'm seeing, but I think the Rams come out on top on that one.
I am going to.
I know you want to say Rams. I can see it in your face, like as a prediction. I know you want the Bears to win.
I want to say Rams because I think they're the better team, but I also I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pick against the Bears. Yeah. I got to go with the Bears. I know that sounds crazy, but dude, just the magic in Chicago in Soldier Field right now is just electric, bro. And the Rams, what they showed last week against the Panthers doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't really move me. I know they're going to be able to put up points and stuff, but if this is a high scoring affair, and it comes down to the final quarters, and when you need to play, and you need a big play, you need to step up and do something big. I trust Caleb Williams, and I don't know if I trust Stafford to be running around as a 38-year-old man in 0-degree weather. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
I don't know if he's going to have to run around that much. And Stafford's a Super Bowl champion and most likely MVP here. So let's.
Well, I mean, we had Love running around a little bit.
Yeah, the Packers.
And the Packers have a fine O-line.
Dude, our best O-lineman couldn't even go that game. So I don't know. Either way, you had Love run around a little bit, but I mean, Love still did fine. And for a majority of his throws, he was taking some like 5-second dropbacks and then running around. So he had time.
He was also taking some shots. He had a lot of incompletions, at 2 or 3 intentional groundings.
Yeah. The intentional
I don't know
groundings
if I don't know.
One of them was kind of bullshit when it hit the dude in the helmet and the running back was breaking that way. But yeah, he did.
Debatable. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just, to me, it's going to be a tougher task for them than I think. Home field advantage is so big in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So big. I mean, I think it just when it comes down to it, the Bears have shown to be able to make plays late in games, and I mean, I already if it comes down to that, I'm gonna take them because I feel like that's just what I've seen. The Rams have taken a significant drop off.
Yeah.
Ever since they lost to Seattle, really.
Yeah.
So I think Devontae's not fully healthy. Puka's in and out of the lineup with injuries. Stafford, we know he had the back injuries earlier. I'm not saying that all these guys are going to get hurt. I'm just saying, the cold it's a different monster. It's a different monster. I'm not saying that. I mean, they're pros. Obviously, they're fine. They can play in the cold.
Yeah.
But when you haven't done it all year, and you're gonna step into this environment, it's gonna be hard. And I'm gonna take Chicago in their environment. I think that a lot of the mistakes they made earlier in the game too were this close. We're this close, and if we can put together a full game, Kyler Gordon 1 week more healthy, Tremaine Edmonds 1 week more healthy, Rome's more healthy, Jalen Johnson. If on another day of rest, all these guys are getting even healthier, I'll go with the Bears.
Okay. And then our last game, we're going to have either the Texans or the Steelers at the Patriots. It's 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's still 6-7.
Yeah, we're looking. Yeah, I don't know here. It's gonna be close.
To me, if the Texans have a better chance than the Steelers, but I don't think it matters. I have the Patriots moving on.
Okay.
The Texans' defense is elite, yes, but I think the Patriots, they just a lot like the Bears. They just find ways to win. They don't have. Bears have more big names and I think a better receiving group and everything than the Patriots do. But the Patriots, it didn't feel like Drake May did anything yesterday, but I think he had 250 yards if I'm correct. Let me double check that. I think he had a lot of yards. Yeah, he had 268 yards. That might have been the quietest 268 yards of his career.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But he still had 268 yards, a touchdown, a pick early in the game, and then he ran for 70 and a touchdown. No, he didn't. No touchdown on that. But he had 70 rushing yards. So give me Drake May. I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. I think they're losing to the Broncos, or I think the Bills. I think the Bills are going to make it, but I think they lose to either one of those teams in the championship game.
Yeah, I am going to go with whoever wins this game.
Yeah, I know you're going this game, which is interesting.
So I just think matchup-wise, right, the Chargers gave them fits. And I think we can both agree that I think if Texans win, I think Texans would have a better chance to beat them, but I still think the Steelers could. The Chargers defense gave them fits throughout the game. And I would argue that Texans defense is better than Chargers, and then Steelers is probably worse than the Chargers, but
Yeah.
it's still a decent unit. They got some players, and with TJ Watt back too, I think they could get after. They have the better pass rush, the more experienced quarterback, and both teams have better pass rush, more experienced quarterback, probably better O-line. So
I mean, that part's true. I think the Texans have a much better offense, though, because the Steelers still don't have a touchdown. And
Yeah.
they didn't have a touchdown against the Browns in basically a must-win game. They lost that. Couldn't get a touchdown. And then they did great against the Ravens, but the Ravens' defense is so sorry.
yeah,
And you're not going to win games by kicking field goals. And although the Patriots they didn't look fantastic all around in the game, I think the Patriots are going to be able to score. I don't see how the Steelers score more than 20 points. I don't. So if they can really bother Drake May and get takeaways, then maybe they have a chance, but I don't see how the Steelers' offense gets more than 20 points.
it's fair. I think Texans have a better chance to beat them, but